Yo, Legend of Dragoon. What a lame intro, really. But we're here. We're approaching the finale. Previously, there was a guard here. We were waiting for a little girl to get back. Now she's back, presumably somewhere around here. It looked like it was Hashel's daughter. Now that his daughter has been addressed, or found and fixed, we are set to go off and explore this anomaly. I will be a knight who protects the country. Good for you, kid. The days of painful domination are over. This country will be reborn under the new emperor. Okay, so we like around the time that Diaz was taking power? Is that my guess? No, Dole, my bad. Now His Majesty Dole is on his expedition to the home of Gigantos. Please, Commander Dine. Alright, sir. Emperor Dole took the throne, and at last we have peace in this country. Alright. Okay, we're not going down the stairs. We're jumping into a vortex of teleportation, clearly. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, there's one of these rainbow birds, but I don't think I have a sachet. Does Psych Bomb X work? I don't know. Let's try it. Nope. Yeah, I think even though the addition hit, yeah, I won't deal any damage. That's okay. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, I guess I can take the addition practice, right? But I really don't think it's gonna die. Accordingly, it may just be prudent to leave, right? Like, no point fighting this bird if we can't deal damage to it. I guess, in the home of Gigantos, you can grind out sachets, but I have not done this, so such is life. What is this? The ground is so far away. Are we floating in air? You can stand up. It seems there's an invisible floor. Are we really in the sky? It looks like it, because this is a cloud. Even I've never been in such a high place. Really, anything can happen. Don't just look at the view forever. We are moving on. Alright. Okay, so there's a north path. There's a double north path, and then there's nothing over here, rather suspiciously. Alright. Okay. A psych druid. Now here's the thing, I imagined it's like psyche druid. You know, it's talking about ego and id and elements of humanity and our mental identity. But when I read it as psych druid, I imagine it's just like a druid who's really good at like pretending he's gonna give you a high five, but then taking away that high five and be like, ah, psych. You know, it's a dumb joke that's based entirely on mispronunciation, as many bad jokes are. Let's see. Now, is this actually a separate path? It does look like it's distinct, and there's a lot of empty space here, which doesn't bode well. Some cool enemy design here, though. Roulette face.
Blossom storm.
Nice. Okay. Not exactly close to a level up, unless something's gonna give me like 12,000 experience directly. But yeah, not a lot of options on where to go there, so I guess pass around to the other side. It's the only option I can see. Ooh. That is... Oh no, Michael. No, I couldn't have been mistaken. I was with him for more than 10,000 years. Is that your dragon, Rose? Who's the vassal dragon? My dragon. Oh, okay, Rose had a dragon. Run! They're not around here. It's Dart and Rose. They should be fine like us. Of course, it's impossible for them to die from just an attack of a dragon. She called it Michael. Why did Rose's vassal dragon attack us? This is just my guess. But in the moon, I think some sort of feeling that exists in our heart materializes itself. You mean Rose had some caring feelings for her vassal dragon? I flew around here, and don't you think this place seems like the home of Gigantos? Yes, but this was old holy land, long, long ago. There's one hiding down here. Don't even miss one. Annihilate all Gigantos. Hey, Dole's coming, run! There will be no one to devastate the holy land of the Gigantos ever. But your Majesty, Dole, we may be too late. Only if Your Majesty, Carlo gives us permission to dispatch. Don't talk about him. He is no longer alive. What a subtle way to phrase it. He has been stabbed in the face and the chest. Your Majesty, don't. There is something in here. Come out. A giganto child. I am the new king of Serdio, Dole. There are no more people to persecute you. You can live in peace from now on. What is your name? Human, get out. Don't be so disrespectful. His Majesty Dole tried to help Gigantos fight against humans. I am a human, but before that, I'm a man who wishes the coexistence of all species. Don't you like peace? Me, Kongo. Everybody dead. Kongo alone. Then come with us. Ah, okay, this is Kongo's childhood. Is this something in Kongo's heart? Then, is that the truth of my Uncle Dole? Emperor Dole. Emperor Dole. Okay, just gonna repeat that a bunch. I have something to do. I go now. It's mostly because of what I'm reading right now. Oh, cool, I get to be Albert. But the currently Kongo's way of speaking reminds me of the dam in A Wise Man's Fear, and he speaks like the damn language, and he's probably much more fluent there. It seems to be he is, but he has to speak the common tongue of a Turin, and he ends up sounding very like paced, like Kongo would be. But you know, it's funny because even though he sounds that way to us as the reader and the character of Kvoth in the book, he himself refers to everybody else as barbarians. But so it's kind of be like if Kongo was like, ugh, you barbarians, even though he clearly fits that trope in this case much more. Emperor Dole said, strong leader is required to make equal world. Strong leader needs strong power. Kongo will get strongest power. Dart needs Kongo, so Kongo goes. Kongo? What are you talking about? Wait for him here. Now I think, I believe anyways, I may be wrong, that this is where you would get the Golden Dragoon spirit. If it wasn't for getting it earlier, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's a little bit later. Still, this is way too late to get a power like that, considering you get Kongo relatively early in the game. Like, all the discs considered. So you came. Brother, I became stronger. I see. Brother, the strongest. Kongo admire brother. Brother Kongo's pride. I see. Brother, Kongo needs power to help Dart to save world. I see. Brother, Kongo overcomes now. Kongo overcomes brother. Come on then. They're not exactly a very verbose people. I wish to fight you. Okay. I will fight you now. Yes. But you know what? This guy's some pretty crazy acts. I find this very much the reality. I think sometimes folks incorrectly think people react better. What's with you? You're so pathetically weak. But most of the time, people can't monologue, especially amidst drama. Oh, okay, if I don't finish my combo, he punishes me? That's cool. No, you know what? Okay, that... Wow, he really didn't have much health. Alright, cool. I guess my Kongle was strong, but still. Kongle, a hero. The strongest hero of Gigantos. Brother, go to the people who need your power. Brother, Kongle is to fulfill desire is the power of destruction. To care for others is the power of truth. You received the power to overcome Endora, the strongest power. Kongle, the pride of Endora. Well done, brother. You conquered it, didn't you? Brother, praise Kongle. First time for Kongle to praise. Kongle happy. But what's the moon want to show us? It's not a moon anymore, it's the flesh of the god of destruction. And what the god of destruction wants to show us is annihilation. Let's go. We gotta look for Dart and Rose. Okie dokie pokey. Okay. Golden Dragon's armor. This sounds like something... Well, I guess I have the Golden Dragoon armor, don't I? Or is this the same thing? Okay. Endora's axe. Let's throw that on. Yeah, I don't know where the gold dragon armor went. You would have figured Kongle would be able to equip it, but maybe it's just alongside stuff that I already am wearing. Totally fine. I also realized, yeah, my party composition is not what I really want. Yeah, let's get Kongle in there. All right. Now, I mean, I guess is the implication of this scene in Kongle's flashback and his brother Endora being that the Golden Dragoon spirit itself is kind of like a constant descendant of Kongol's family. You know, if his brother would have possessed it, if it looks like in the past a Gigantos possessed the Golden Dragoon spirit in the Dragon campaign of the war from the past, you know, it seems to be that maybe unlike others. Then again, we have seen another hereditary link when it comes to Dart and Zeke, or Zeke and Dart. You know, father and son, both red dragoons. So it could be maybe a dragon likes a certain bloodline and frequently reaps its options from that bloodline or something of that nature, right? Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say this area was familiar, but yeah, maybe that familiarity was part of the point. Or am I just like actively backtracking in the wrong way? We couldn't find Dart anywhere. Maybe it's better to wait for them somewhere rather than just blindly look around. Then let's wait here. This town is the only place there are a lot of people. It seems that is the right thing to do. Yeah, just hug a tree, or in this case, a extra planar inn that, for whatever reason, is well stocked. Just hug that extra planar inn. I understand that we lost everybody because the dragon attacked us, but why? Why did your vassal dragon attack us, Rose? Was to bring the two of us here? The place filled with dragons? I think we will find out soon. Let's go. Either to destroy the Virage embryo or fight against Zeke. I need everybody with me. Rose, don't be so shocked. I trust everybody too. Okie dokie pokey. Rose, what are these? This is a baby dragon. It was called a pseudo dragon. It seems everything, including the future and past, exists here. My favorite pseudo dragons didn't make it to the present age, but I am encountering the past now. But we don't have time to be sentimental. Let's go. Yeah, Rose, you're just stopping to pet the dragons. Like, I would have done that. Just very recently, I was at a store where there was like a cat on the counter, and I took a moment to pet the cat, completed my purchase, and then before leaving, went to pet the cat more. Because, like, that's just what you do. I'm pretty sure it's a law. You know, especially if the cat is like opening itself up for pets, you know, if it's like into it or it's allowing you to do so, that really is like, for pretty much every entity in the world, especially people, informed consent is essential. But with cats, I would argue the ability to even do something is consent. Like, are you petting the cat? Are you currently not being murdered? Okay, the cat's probably okay with it. Just to even get that far, the cat knew and has allowed it. At least that's how I kind of view cats. Well, they're a little bit Machiavellian, even with their most basic interaction. Dart, can you wait a little? He is calling me over there. Okay. Everybody is kind of like doing their own thing right now, you know? Everyone's got to have a one-on-one fight before we go on to the big finale, which is fine. A little bit cumbersome, but what can you do? Okay, great. Kind of all the battles have kind of become you, Psych Bomb X. Win. Okay. And that's fine. But there's not a whole lot to commentate on in that specific case. Is this Rose's dragon? I knew it. I knew this place. It's where I met Michael for the first time. Darkness Dragon. Sorry, we don't have time. Winglies are mighty enough to annihilate us and the entire species. In order to liberate humans, we have to sacrifice you, dragon. Now is the time to decide. Extinction or war. We choose war. The dragoon spirit left by the darkness dragon and this newborn dragon will be the spearhead of the war. This baby needs a name. Black Burst Dragon Michael. You forget we're in a shonen, but that's clearly the right path. How about Michael? Rose's vassal dragon, the Darkness Dragoon, the Black Burst Dragon, Michael. It's a good name if you have the lung capacity of a seasoned trumpet player. Otherwise, just call him Michael. Maybe Mikey. Maybe just Mike. So, now we can go. Yes. The real war is not started yet. Michael, don't you recognize me? Michael, what about those long nights in Paris? Don't you remember Rome, Versailles, Honolulu? When you had all that tequila on the beach outside of Bermuda. Alright. No, darn it.
Yes. Go. Go.
Well, that does not bode well. Do we need to hit something that doesn't currently exist to be hit? Yeah, the game and the designers of the game really have a thing for cannons. Just anywhere. Okay, there's nowhere else to hit. Can I just see if something happens? Michael, it's me, Rose. Don't you recognize me? It seems not to be working. It's out of control, just like last time. He forgot the pride of the dragon and turned himself into a mere raving beast. It has a wildness even beyond that of Fearbrand. Damn. All right. Nothing.
Yes. Go.
Okay, well, given there's already talking in this cutscene, I have to imagine eventually they'll be like, oh, hey. Like, you gotta press this off button. And then we're like, oh no, damn, we've just been, like, throwing spears at its bulletproof face. Darn it. Why didn't we think to press the off button?
Yes. Go. Go.
Oh no. It missed, but it still threw me roughly 5 or 6 feet.
Yes. Go. Go. Blazing dynamo.
Cool, yeah, this is just addition practice right now. What a dragon that yields neither sword nor magic. The Darkness Dragon is the strongest dragon of all, having the best attack and defense, along with having the best ability, agility, and a PhD from 3 different schools, and a big house and a nice car. It just says everything. I don't need to hear about it. Is there any way to defeat him? Don't like give that information freely or anything. Let's waste some more time fruitlessly attacking.
Die. Hard blade.
Yes.
Yeah, I love how Rose is taking no damage whatsoever. It's fine. It's just kind of interesting. Michael's shell is special armor of the Darkness Dragon. Repels any attack by the enemy. What should we do? There is only one blind spot. What is it? Tell me now. Or don't tell me now, and we'll just keep on with this charade.
Blazing dynamo.
Yeah, there's no other target to select yet.
Die. Hard blade.
Okay. Rose, would you like to further illuminate on how we're gonna get past this thing's impervious armor shell, or
Blazing
should we just
dynamo!
blunt our swords against its face for a little bit more? You know, really, I'm open to anything.
Die. Hard blade.
All right.
Yes. Go.
God, what should I do? Tell Dart the blind spot. Yeah, that sounds good. After he shoots the black laser, his defenses fall a second, showing his heart. That's his only weak spot. Okay. Double zero, no effectiveness whatsoever.
Die. Hard blade.
All right.
Yes. Go.
Yeah, I guess it hasn't really done any shooting yet, or did I miss it? I don't know if that really counts as its black laser. No, it clearly doesn't.
Yes. Go.
Oh, darn it. This thing is holding back my ability to finish. Oh, well. I don't know if there's anything I'm supposed to, like, do to trigger the end outside of just hoping it's going to do that attack, and then I can punish it accordingly.
Go. Go. Blazing dynamo!
I guess it's addition experience for Rose. Yeah, because it keeps on using this mist, but as I understand it, the mist is separate from laser, so.
Yes. Go. Go.
Oh man, okay, this is happening again, which kind of suggests to me maybe, yeah, is it just truly like RNG, or how is the game making the choice to just roll this smoke attack over and over again? Hey, is this a laser? Nice. Okay. Yes, the core.
Yes. Go. Go.
Very good. I wanted to nail my addition against it. Do I get 2 attacks against the core? No, I just had to hit it at all. Okay. Cool. Yeah, hopefully that wasn't like too silly. It's like slightly late, not terribly late, but I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day. So I could feel myself like being in and out of consciousness during that battle. Hopefully it wasn't too stupid. I think I was just waiting for the lasers and did the thing. A dragon's body is capable of enormous endurance, but its heart is not. After many fights, it becomes savage and starts to blindly attack people. And in the end, it won't listen to the orders of dragoons either. That's why I killed Michael. I killed him with these hands. That's enough of looking back at the past. You have lived for 10,000 years because you didn't want to see the future to be destroyed. Right, Rose?
You're right. Thank you. You reminded me of what's important.
Let's go look for Albert and the others. Then we have to head to the core of the moon. Okay, so let's think. Rose has had a flashback now. Kongle has. Haschel has. Miranda has. Shauna is not really involved in this situation anymore. So arguably what, it's Maru and then Dart himself?
Yes. Test. Go.
Die. Hard blade.
Yeah, okay, this seems fun.
Die.
Yes. Test. Go. Test. Test.
Alright, Triceratops. At least I'll give accuracy to the naming. This is a proper Triceratops. None of this
Yes.
crown of horns or being a different dinosaur altogether. I admit I was never, you know how like kids all have different interests and some get hyper interested in trucks or some get interested in dinosaurs. I wasn't that kid. I had no
Yes.
like opposition to dinosaurs. I thought they were interesting. I learned about them when I could. You know, if I was at a science center, I looked at the bones. Whatever. But
Yes.
I don't know. I was never hyper obsessed with them. I was never like, oh, this is the T-Rex. This is the blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I think I pretty quickly got into video games because things like, Nintendo and all those RPGs and Zelda got introduced to me so early on that it was kind of like my hyperfixations became much more video game focused than, I guess what kids of yore would have hyper focused on. Okay, well, I have to imagine this is worth it. And we gotta heal Rose anyways. Burning Wave. Alright, my bad. And it's another Triceratops with its like massive amounts of experience drop. Yeah, this thing has a lot of health for like a random enemy. Then again, I guess it's stealing or giving like 2,000 experience, which for this game is obscene. It like makes you wonder if they forgot to like change a value
Yes.
to make things more punishing. I don't know. There's an interesting discussion to be had in how game development moved away from the mindset of arcade experiences, where it was very much about, you know, a local high score, and the approach was more per play. Whereas the modern video game doesn't really want to deal with that type of thing as much, alas. Okay, this is just all kinds of the wrong direction. Air combat.
Die. Hard blade.
Yes. Test. Go. Test. Test. Go.
You know what? I have to say, there's some odd enemy names in this game, and there's one or two interesting translation issues. But Japanese is a very challenging language, at least for a North American English speaker, because it just seems to ignore so many of the rules that I thought were essential to not like going crazy. I don't mean this in any like prejudiced way or anything like that, but you can have, say, in Japanese, you can have somebody's name written one way, but you can have it pronounced another. So it could be, hey, I pronounce this as this, or whatever. You can have so many different inferred or imposed meanings to different words and phrases that it's not impossible, but I just feel like it's very difficult to study if you aren't accustomed to that mindset. Now, that's true for a lot of things in language, right? Like, whenever I've tried to learn a handful of other languages, especially like, you know, there's Spanish and French and stuff like that, you have masculine and feminine associations to words and terms. And those things in conjunction are kind of what determines how successful the sentence was. Alas. Can't really. I guess this is all leading me back to the inn. I know the psych bomb doesn't 100% kill the unicorn, but it should get like one hit away. Oh hey, I was wrong. It will kill the unicorn. Maybe just like a regular one won't, like if it hasn't been charged up or something. Okay, let's try and get out of here. Wow. So many random encounters. I love the balls of this one creature, but I have to say, It does not have great survival instincts. Very much like it is the survival instincts of a piece of dog kibble that has become sentient and not to stay in the bag. So many random encounters. And again, it's the same thing. Yeah, I couldn't imagine the story around the campfire. Well, it seems to be there's a lot less of the youth. Are they sleeping or playing their video games? No, Elder Dragon. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but the children are all shit buckets. No. All right. I grew up with that type of thing where, like, if you played an MMO, sometimes you had to, like, call in on the phone to get a membership and they could charge it to your phone bill. But as much as I would support that, I don't think anyone else should have to do that. It's nice that we have better payment options nowadays. What does that have to do with anything I'm talking about now? Not really much. I'm realizing that I'm a little bit sleepy. So I'm just doing my best, trying to navigate all these maps. All right, great. See, it would be easier to not lose your way if it wasn't for all the random battles. Because you kind of like go, oh, okay, have I been here? Or, oh my god, really? All the random battles? It's really obscene.
Die. Hard blade.
Alright. I hear, hoping that Dark can finish it in one big blazing dynamo. Nice. I love when that works. Okay, that said, this is, oh god, clearly not the way to go. So yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way I'm not gonna get a random encounter the second I go forwards. All right. Lovely. Unicorns and stuff all dealt with. Baby dragons dealt with. Decent experience drops off all this, but it's just me and Rose, so I think a chunk of the experience that could go somewhere isn't. I really would say the encounter rate in this area is painful. What's the value of this, you know? I guess, like, if it was me and I had 4 discs of RPG to produce, right? The 4th one, I feel like you would want to almost be fast. Like, as fast as is viable. You don't want it to feel rushed. I feel like there's a worthwhile difference between, you know, fast and something else. Yeah, that's my bad. Oh, I was that close the whole time. Whatever. Dart Rose. We were right about waiting here. All of you look all right. Of course, we cannot follow until we complete our mission. Now, before we leave, let's exchange information. I see. Dole was in the home of Gigantos to save Gigantos. It wasn't the cruel uncle we've known, but it's that Dole who killed King Carlo. I think we will find out what the moon wants to show us when we meet Dole. Besides, I think we have to see it in order to proceed, given the facts so far. That's right. Let's get out to the town now. I wonder if that was a translation error? Okay. I am rich. Oh, right. This is the rich guy. All right. So which way, theoretically, right, should I be going? Okay, that's that. I think I can buy a little bit more stuff from over here. Or no, maybe I could just sell some stuff I don't need. Yeah, well, we'll sell those because I have the psych bomb, so it kind of becomes irrelevant to me. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll leave a space open for getting stuff. So, a little bit of a sleepy one, but that's this episode of Legend of Dragoon. We will proceed beyond Rose's and Kongol's memories and the moon showing us more of the past in the next episode. See you then. Bye.